What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another Market Watch, and welcome back to actually seeing Sparkman. Yeah, Sparkman has been kind of blind recently, not realizing that there's a bunch of dust on his camera. I just cleaned it off, and you can actually see me a little bit better. And, well, let's get back to Market Watch, because I don't want to get too sidetracked here. Rage of the Abyss is what we're looking at right now. Newest set coming out in the fall. A lot of great support with 6 Sams. We got the new Molcharmi card that is more closely related to Maxi than the Molcharmi card in Infinite Forbidden. We also have more Fiendsmith support, which, well, for those that are not keeping up with Nats this weekend, they're doing pretty damn good. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Rage of the Abyss is going to be a lot more money than $73. And the pre-sale is looking pretty good. I would pick it up for that price. I would not wait. If you are waiting, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. And you're going to be losing out a lot of money by having to pay more than you should, to be honest. $73 is a great price. Pick it up while you can, honestly. I'm completely honest. However, we're talking about the tins. This is not worth investing into. Do not buy it for $20. Do not buy it for $183 a case. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. I don't care if you're trying to get cards early. No. Go to your locals. Let them open it up. And you get the cards you need, all right? Don't go and start buying yourself cases into this, trying to pull the cards. They are not worth it. They are not worth it, okay? They're never worth it. There's only 2 cards that are probably ever worth it in these tins, and then they end up dropping in value then so as well. So if you're patient enough, and if you've been patient, let's be honest. If you've been waiting for reprints of cards, you can be patient for another 2 weeks after they've come out and the price has been plummeted to the ground. You can then invest into the cards you need for your deck, okay? You don't need to speed run and try to buy these things if you're just looking to wait for reprints. There's no reason to, really. Let's be smart with our money, Yu-Gi-Oh people. Let's be smart. The tins have not been good investments the past few years, and I don't care with you tin people telling me they're a great investment, they're a great investment, they're going to be the best things in the world. They have not been the best thing in the world since back in the day, 5D's era, or Zexal era, whatever era you remember them being well in. They have not done well in a long time. They're not going to do well this year either. And I'm just, not to badmouth these tins, but they're not going to do well. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. These are not the tins for this year. The great looking tins. Love the design. They're just not going to do well. We have here Infinite Forbidden, and again, we're talking about Fiendsmith doing well this past weekend, or this weekend I should say, and I do think this box is being undervalued. I think the cards in the set is being undervalued, and we're about to see a little shock in the market with this picking back up very soon. $80 is what I would say a cheap price point for this box, and a lot of the cards in here, again, a lot of the cards in this one is super cheap right now. It's your time, and it's very early when I say very early to pick cards up, because again, this box just came out and the set just came out, but there's a lot of cheap things in this one and things that will pick up in price, and well, they're not getting reprinted for a while, so I'll be honest with you, it's definitely worth picking up. And we've gone over it a few times this past Market Watches. You guys can go check out the other ones, but I've mentioned a lot of great cards in this one that should be on your pickup list and in your cart to check out with. Infinite Forbidden definitely being undervalued right now, and it's kind of a sour taste in my mouth, to be honest with you, especially since we're seeing it do well at Nats. So I don't know. Phantom Nightmare, when did this shoot up to $104? Like, when? Like, I don't remember this being a $100 box. I remember checking only last week and this was like $80. Yeah, like $80. Well, apparently, it's no longer $80. Apparently, it's selling for $104 now. When did this happen? When did this happen? I'm totally shocked, to be honest with you. I mean, listen. Hey, you got Ubel supporting here. You got Ubel as the face of this box. And you just got great cards in this one. Hey, I can't complain. I love seeing boxes do well, especially for my friends that have sealed boxes of this. You're definitely profiting. You made out like a bandit. Congrats to you. Congrats to you. Magnificent Mavens. I want to take a look at this one because this one has just been steadily increasing, but also I want to talk about this because I think this is a set that should be replicated, meaning there should be a second version of this set, or the Infinite Forbidden, special edition boxes that they've come out with, and the one they came out with, Legacy of Destruction, and whatever newest set they're gonna use as that, right? Rage of the Abyss is probably gonna be used as special edition as well in those Walmart, retail boxes. I believe that there should be sleeves in those. I think that it would, a huge advantage they're missing out on is not including sleeves in those. Yes, a token is nice. I'm not complaining. I think them giving us a token is cool and everything, but I think they're missing out on the point of adding sleeves to those things, because then you would have people going crazy, nuts, chasing after these things. Not that they're not chasing after them now, because they definitely are. But I think adding sleeves to those would be even so much cooler. But even having Magnificent Mavens 2 would be awesome as well. So maybe in the future we might have Magnificent Mavens 2. I don't know, but this set did really well. People bought into it because they loved the idea of having sleeves, getting sleeves with it, and opening packs. And if you guys haven't checked out Magnificent Mavens set value in terms of certain cards here, yeah, I think you guys need to start checking stuff out here, because it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna talk about this because I think this is something to talk about. Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Now, I'm not sure if you really do like this artwork. Now, I don't. I'm be honest with you, I don't like this artwork. It's awesome to have as a QCR. For those that got it, congrats to you. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like this artwork. I'm hoping that the Bonanza set has the SDK, Star Deck Kaiba Blue Eyes artwork, because I really love that artwork, and that's the one I grew up loving. Most fans that I talk to do like that artwork as well. I'm seeing people buy into this one, and I don't think it's a smart idea, especially since a lot of people do prefer that other artwork. Now, if you prefer this artwork, by all means, hey, don't let me judge you. Go ahead and buy it. But at $333, are you kidding me? And there's only 6 listings. What are we doing? Why is this worth so much? I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is worth that much. Obviously, one sold for $180. I saw one earlier sold for $120. This one sold for $220. So they're definitely going up. And the cheapest listing you can find is $333. But I just wouldn't do it. If you are looking to try to buy this and put this in your cart, don't do it. Don't do it, please. I'm gonna beg you not to do it. Yes, it might have value later down the line, but it doesn't even matter. Just don't do it. I couldn't support this purchase. I really couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Infinite Forbidden sneak peek playmat because it's actually doing pretty well. Usually sneak peek playmats go for $20, $30 for the most part, for at least what I buy. This one's holding steady at 45 plus, 45 to 60. Nice to see that, because again, Infinite Forbidden is a great set. I like the Exodia front of this playmat. It looks absolutely incredible. And then you have also the banner doing well, and this is the cheapest banner I've seen for Infinite Forbidden so far, because most banners are selling for about $200. So I mean, I'll be honest with you, most of these banners have been selling for under $100 on the, when they come out, the new sets come out. But this one's holding pretty good price point where it's above $150. So that's interesting. It's a something to keep your eye on. But good to see Infinite Forbidden as an accessory item here doing really well. Well, you guys know my sponsor, Bishop Clothing. I absolutely love them. They are an amazing company that is making tees, hats, sweaters, and one thing that I didn't even notice, which I could be blind, they got blankets, everybody. First of all, who wouldn't like a Red Eyes blanket? Look at this throw. It is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. You cannot go wrong with having this awesome blanket on top of your couch. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, come on, they even got this one too. So really awesome design and really awesome blanket. Go check them out. Use Sparkman 5% off the entire site, and get yourself something cool from this one, because again, awesome designs, clean look, and if you're trying to get a tee, they feel really great, and you will not be disappointed, I'm telling you. Especially for my UBell fans, they got that UBell t-shirt, and again, it looks so good. It looks so good. Like, for real. Next card we're looking at here is the QCR version of Reasoning. I think Reasoning is bound to go up, everybody. Bound to go up. It's already started to increase, but I'm telling you, this one's going to be at $12, $13 very soon. There's, certain decks that are going to be using this card very soon, and, well, it's about time Reasoning gets placed back where it belongs into certain decks, and the price point for these cards start going up. I'm I'm looking at Junk Warrior as well because the QCR, well, it was at $11. Now, 15, 17. Interesting. Starting to see this one go up as well. Nice to see this one go up. Why is this one going up? I don't know. But I'll tell you this much. It's a collection purchase, right? 2, it's one of the main cover cards for a show. And 3, it's the only QCR available in this set. So I feel like it should go up, right? That's just my personal opinion. Alright, I'm looking at the tins again from last year, the promo cards that everyone was hyping about, telling me, Sparkman, you have no idea what you're talking about, these tins are going to be great, the promos are going to go up in skyrocket value. For a year from now, they're going to be $20, $30. $20, $30? Does anyone see $20, $30 here? I don't. Not even the tins are $20. Like, they're at $15. Some sites have them for $12. I don't have a crystal ball, everybody. You can just see the trends in the market. If a card is being pretty much given out for free, I don't care what rarity it is. If it's easily accessible, it's not going to be worth a lot. It just won't happen. And well, this shows it right now and here. So a year from now, here we are, and well, we're standing even less on what they had originally come out as price tagged at, like $8, $9, some of them. So yeah, now it's gone down a lot. So no, definitely not worth investing for short term. Maybe very long term. Maybe they'll go up. But if you're looking to pick them up now, pick them up now. I don't know how much cheaper you want them, but they're pretty cheap. Some of them are like 50 cents, 20 cents here. So they're cheap. All right, they're cheap. That might as well pick them up now. All right. Kashtira Arise Hard. People are going nuts because they believe that it's coming back. This one's coming back. Listen, I like to stir up some things. Sometimes I like to see some messy things happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I wouldn't mind for Kashtira Arise Hard to make its way back into the game and just stir things up, you know, just to see what would happen. But it is going up in value from those prices. Crimson Dragon's Ultra Rare. 3 listings, everybody. Yes, last load $25. I see that. I'm not dumb. But if we have 3 listings left, well, I'm sorry, 2 listings left. $47, $50. So these have been bought out. Like, what is going on? Why are we all buying Crimson Dragon? Listen, this is pretty good though. It's nice to see Crimson Dragon going up. I'm not gonna complain either because you know I'm a guy that's a fan of the Signer Dragons and I'm a fan of this artwork. So nice to see this one going up, but not really sure how long this one will be up there in price tag at $47 in reality. But I mean, there's 2 listings left, so we'll see what happens there. Alright, I'm looking at Duelist Nexus because this set I think is also being overlooked for a lot of things. There's a lot of great cards in this one. We've talked about in the past, Fusion Armament, Evisar Lars. There's a lot of great stuff in this one. And I also believe that this seal value at $43 is a great investment for long-term purchase. I've said in the past and I say it again, buy it now. Buy Duelist Nexus now while it's cheap. I do think there is much value to be had in this one later down the stretch. This one, Guiding Quem. This one's gone up. This one's gone down. I'm gonna be honest. This one's getting reprinted very soon. Sell them. Sell them quickly. Quickly. And that's the same with Bishil Despater because this one's gonna go down as well. It's already going down from where it was at. I mean, look at this. We were at $54 at one point. It is going skyrocketing down. It will be reprinted, so be aware of that, and I recommend selling it as soon as possible. I also want to take a look at eBay real quick for my last few touches on Market Watch here. We had some sealed tins sold. I mean, these are 2003 tins. These are really amazing. I think they're on the cheaper end of things if you're asking me. I feel like for these tins, for them being out so long now, to only be worth $2,000 or be sold for almost close to $2,100, I feel like that's not great. I feel like something's missing here. Like, why is this being sold for $2,100? And I also believe that right now people don't have the money to spend for certain things. So if you're trying to sell Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean like vintage Yu-Gi-Oh right now, I don't think it's a smart idea, just because there's just so much going wrong in the economy right now that selling old vintage stuff is going to do you a disservice, especially on that price tag that should be way higher. Same with the 2004 tins and same with the 2005 tins. I think you're doing yourself a disjustice if you're selling very old things like this, especially sealed tins from this long ago, selling for this low. I don't know, everybody. I think you should start holding on to older sealed collection stuff, especially if you have it, and wait for the economy to pick back up a little bit so people are willing to spend their money again, right? So just be aware of that. Be smart about, what you have and what you're selling. I won't say any more on it, but just be smart, okay? But that's about it for this Market Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and comment, and we'll catch you next one. Peace out, YouTube.